Welcome back, everyone, to Narmir Chaos Cruise. What session number would this technically be? I think our last session was session 8, so I think this would be 8.5. Hmm. I mean, fine by me. So, would you like to give a little detail about where we left off on? Negligence. Yeah. Hello, Danny. I am busy. Is that everything? Any other notable details during the fight that you'd like to bring up? Not for my sake, but for your audience sake. Yeah, it was. Past that, your teammates have done a little more looting of the corpses, which Jackal did not like, did not agree with. When you guys had went to go leave, you guys had neglected to remember that you were entering the catacombs at sunset, and were told that there were going to be full moons that night. So when you exited, Celestine turned into a werewolf. You guys had forced her back into the catacombs, and then she ran deeper inside. And more or less, the party's just guarding the entrance so she can't leave. Something like that. As well as after you had slain the corrupted celestial, you guys were harvesting it for its parts, as well um, uh, as well as Charlotte had absorbed some of its divinity and gained another level in uh, Seraph, which is good, which is Gucci. We love that. Yes, that's exactly what that means. All right. I think that is all to go over. All right. It is still the middle of the night. Nobody has chosen to take a rest or anything. Um, Verdania was last seen reading her book so she can gain the knowledge that's contained on the inside. And Charlotte was identifying some of her items that she had looted. You were just having a disagreement about said looting. Uh, Give me a second. You keep going. I'm just realigning the grid because the map size is off. It's really goober. Mm, sorry, it's a little jank. Why is it cut like that? It's closer. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. Yeah, it's a little jank, whatever. Whatever. You said you were in bushes? Yeah. Alright. I think you are all set. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you vanish? Any preparations you'd like to make? Or any or leave behind any information about what you're doing? That is very Jackal coded of you. Alright. To recap, you have wandered in the bushes out of the sight of your companions and your partner, and have decided to go enter the Shadow Realm alone, without notifying anyone. Sound about right? You hear that, Jane? All right. You tap the stone of your that acts as a port key to the Shadow Realm, and you are absorbed by the shadows surrounding you. It is a familiar sensation. You've done it plenty of times before. It's going to be a 5 month adventure. And in a second, you are reabsorbed into the Shadow Realm and are left in the desolate woods. You may drop your token. You can roll perception. Ooh, a 34. With your 34 in perception, because God knows, you can see everything. You realize you don't hear any of the screams that you were hearing before the last time you entered the Shadow Realm. Uh, at the location 5 days away north of here. It is much quieter, but the environment is far different than what you saw. And it is actually, despite it being gloomy, there is life here. There is a forest surrounding you. In your experience before, with just being in Chuckles' safe room, there is just solid shadow that can be molded and malleable, but out here in the wilds, there is more. And it is quiet. Around you, littered on the trees, are thick white silk that spans the area, but nothing seems to be moving. Jane. As you walk through the desolate forest, twigs crunch under your boots. There is a slight breeze, but no scent on the wind. The trees sway side to side. It feels like everything's watching you. Just as before, the gods seem to be out of your reach. No prayers are answered, no calls for help. Ahead of you lies a road. It seems to be less webs covering the forest, but a steady trail indeed. You start moving down the trail, and indeed the webs seem to recede back as you walk through. There's less debris on this dedicated road. As you walk down the road, a low fog is just gliding across the ground, creeping along, similar to your Shadow's Call attack, but it is not malicious. Owls. With your realization that you hear owls, you know you are not alone in these woods. No intelligible voices reply to your calls, just the ambient sounds of the owls calling to one another, and your voice echoing in the woods. As you go down the road, you start to see the road widen up into a clearing. As you come up into the clearing, you can see a wide skeleton that creeps along the road and curls around the tree line. Ahead of you, you can see a boulder, and to your left, a ridge of rocks that climb up towards the sky. Would you like? Oh, I was gonna ask if you would like to take a moment to try to identify the bones, or but instead, as you round that boulder, going off the trail, you can see a pack of animals surrounding a metal body. They don't seem to pay you much mind. You can see one of them has their head lowered, sniffing at Helper. And let me hold on, time out. Let me show you what you are seeing. Let me grab. If you would like to turn your attention to the image ref chat, you can go see there. And Jane, I will DM it to you real quick. It's a zebra. You see, does Jackal know what a zebra is? You see five striped horses, and their stripes seem to curl and twist. And in the low light, they seem to like move and shimmer a little bit. Not really shimmer, but slide as they sway back and forth. The zebra that is leaned down to help her is chewing on his cape, trying to like pull it off, jerking his head. Is there any specific skill you want to use or check? How do you want to go about getting this zebra to listen to you? Which is, I mean, you have a dedicated skill, but okay, whatever you want to do, boo boo. Oh, I don't know, animal handling. But if you don't want to handle the animal, if you just want to push it, I'm not gonna stop you. You can make your athletics check. Okay, 20. Let me check something out. Yes, Danny. Oh, oh. Okay. This thing. Hold on. Yeah, this thing doesn't really budge at your touch. It looks a lot heavier than it is. It is a lot heavier than it looks. And yeah, when you push your hands against it, you feel like the flesh like shift and slide. And you get its attention and it drops the cape and like looks at you. You're gonna feed a horse meat. I mean, okay. You present meat to this creature. It turns the head and sniffs um at your meat. What kind of meat is it, by the way? Do you know? Okay, cool. Um, give me 1 second. I need to do something. No, I need to make a token. Fucking chippy jank. Do 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 do. Download that real quick. Ba ba ba. Token has been made. Okay, I am ready. When you present this chunk of meat from your rations to the zebra, it lowers its head to your hand and starts sniffing. It snorts and whinnies and lets out a call to its friends. And as you in front of you, you can see the bottom jaw split open, revealing razor sharp teeth, and it goes to bite down on the meat as the other zebra around you, their their stripes start peeling off your body and pinning down into your shadow. It's gonna roll to bite you because it's going for that meat. Una momento, por favor. Oh, it doesn't have a dedicated bite attack, so let me just D20 that. Beep. It misses your hand, but it does get the meat out of it. It starts gobbling it down as its flesh starts to keep ripping apart on itself, and revealing its true form. You find that you cannot move with uh the stripes pinning your shadow, and all the other creatures around you start revealing their true forms. Jane, give me a second. I will show you exactly what these are. Forward, and then Jane. Beautiful. Roll for initiative. Give me 1 second. I'm changing the music. Hopefully this one works. Haha. Cool, it does. Let me turn that up. I'm sorry. What did you expect? Eco. Yes. Oh, pain in my ass. All right. Let me put in all their turns. Turn and turn. Uh, and turn. He is. He really is. Yeah, that's not gonna really help him here though. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me just go down to 9. 9. If it wouldn't be so laggy, that would be nice. Keep in mind, you came in here without resting either, so what you got is what you got. You're lucky though. You are the first in the turn order. All of them. Well, the 4 that are around you, the 5th one is a little too far away. What are you dodging? Preemptive. Cryo Cutlass. Which one are you hitting? Okay. As you go to swing on this creature, you hack out a slice of its flesh, and you can see more of its stripes come up and seem to like shimmer towards you, like shake violently, like it wants to lash out. Roll for damage. No sneak attack. I will apply the appropriate modifiers. Where are Where the fuck did I put its health? There it is. Hold on. Boop. Boop. I need to... Okay. And you attack the one that's right in front of you, so minus... Okay, okay. Go ahead. 24 does indeed hit. Okay, go ahead. $31 does indeed hit. Appropriate modifiers will be applied. I mean, you can make a strength save against at least one of them. 13 does not break you free from any of them. All right. It is this one's turn. Okay. Mm. Okay, so the dodge makes me roll at disadvantage, right? Okay. It is gonna use. It's gonna use draining swipe. All right, and I have to do this as. All right, so roll a 12. Mm, all right, it's gonna. How long does that effect last? Oh, okay. All right. It's gonna be this one's turn right next to you. Uh, and it's gonna move. No, it's gonna stay right there. It's gonna use another. It's gonna use draining swipe as well. 16 does not hit you. All right. This one is gonna run around and get to your side, and it's gonna use its bonus action to do planar pinning. So it sinks more of its stripes into your shadow as well, keeping you tethered to this realm. And then it's gonna use its action to do. It's gonna do lashing strikes. So I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Good thing you looked it up. All right. So 22 does beat it. Uh, Let me roll for damage, and you'll take half damage. Okay. Never mind then. It's the next living stripe. He's gonna go up beside you as well, and then he's gonna make his attack, which is also gonna be a draining swipe. And it's gonna be made straight since he is flanking. 28. All right. I know you aren't affected by necrotic damage, and it is discovering that you don't take any damage. But despite that, you still find yourself slightly weakened. Your strength score is reduced by 2. And that's going to begin at the end of its turn. All right. The one in front of you that you've attacked, it's now its turn, and it saw that you didn't take any physical damage from the lashing stripes. I mean, from the draining swipes. So it's going to use its umbral claws. You see as an extra set of claw-like hooves eject out of the large cascading mouth that was its torso, and it's going to make a claw attack against you. Let me roll. Nat 20. Yay! 24, baby. All right. So, okay. 3d8 plus 3. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You take 17 psychic damage. You're resistant to psychic? Interesting. I built these things wrong. That's okay, though. Okay. It is now your turn. You hear Screech's reply from the ungodly, mangled bodies before you and around you. I mean, you can try. You can make a strength save and try to get away. Remember, your score is reduced by 2. All right. 16 does not break you free from any of their tethers. Are you fireballing yourself? God, I love you, Eco. You always make things so unpredictable, and I love it. They should be level 5. How many do you have left? You're firing off 3 fireballs. 3 fireballs at 5th level, using each of your attacks to crush one of these spell glyphs and activate it. Centered on yourself. Are you trying to melt Helper too? Oh my god. Well, I probably. Are you now? You mean slag. Alright. Dex has to be 16. Oh, what is the dex for Fireball? I'm trying to find the spell save DC for from the shop. It's been a while since we've actually needed to use this. So shop info. Spell save DC is going to be 17. Okay. And okay. And I need to do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so only 2 pass. All right, let me bust out the calculator. What are you? Wait, why'd you make multiple dex saves? Oh shit! Oh my god. Well, roll for damage while I'm doing this. All right, well, I guess. What the fuck? All right, well, 7, 21. I hate you. 13. Dude, how am I fucking supposed to calculate all this? Should have done it individually. 11, 21. And certainly keeps things interesting. How am I fucking gonna math this? Eco, I want you to know I hate you for this. Because you need to divide them up. You just did 50d6 dice. No, no, I got it. Don't worry. I fucking got it. Nine. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna do fucking. 9 divided by 3. 29. Alright. 29 divided by 2. 14. 14. 75. You're making me do math. You're making me do a lot of complicated math. And it's also jank math. I want you to know it is jank math. 61. That's 62, 61. Have you ever played as a rogue? Yeah, I've played as a rogue once. How much damage did you take? Really? Dude, rogues are broken. All right. Well, okay. set off these multiple fireballs, catching you and the and four other of these living stripes within the blast radius. You see as flesh is blown off, revealing the underside of like bone and visceral, but also the slithering of the actual stripes poking out and lashing at the air, and none of them fall. Some of them are just straight up on fire too. Sure. All right. With your 23, you can tell, like, actually, you can't really tell. By all means, these are walking corpses. You can see that the flesh that is on them, that isn't cooked, is rotting off and shifting and sliding. These these zebras have been long dead. You can actually see burning maggots coming out of the one below you here. This one. These things are not alive. I will give it to you though, with the 23. You can tell that what is living is the stripes themselves. The things that are protruding from the bodies is also causing their mutations. Why some of them just lost their fucking legs and are walking on what seem to be uh, fleshy stilts. Some of them have extra legs. Some of them are broken in half, making impossible jaws and mouths. And with your strength check done, your evasion made, your attacks made, you are all out of things to do except try to move. You can go ahead and try. You seem to be able to move away in that direction, but your shadow does not move with you. It just elongates with your body as it's trapped there. You can feel the tug of energy towards it. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Oh, this one gets an opportunity attack against you since you moved out of its melee range. So it's going to use Draining Swipe against you. Bink. 27. So you take no necrotic damage. But you do lose 2 more strength points. Is there anything else you'd like to do? I mean, the only thing you have left is your movement. All right. He's not going to try to eat any more shots, chat. All right. The one that's behind you with the stilt legs, uh, this one over here, the one below that, is going to make an attack for you. A straight roll. 15. Does not hit you. Sure, you can riposte. If you find using your reaction worth it, go ahead. That is a nat 1. It also doesn't meet its AC. Okay, well, the next one's gonna make an attack against you as well. This one will not be at advantage since it's the one above you, and it's not diagonal with any of its allies. 14 does not hit you. Which one is this? Okay, this one will get a straight roll because it's diagonal with the first one that attacked you. 20. Does 20 hit? Alright, 20 does not hit. Alright, next roll gonna be at disadvantage. 11. This one is gonna use Lashing Stripes. I need you to make me a dex save. Which you're real good at these. '21 does save your life. It's gonna move up closer to you though. It is now your turn again. '31 does indeed hit. Which one are you trying to hit? Alright. Roll for damage. Ooh. Appropriate modifier is applied. What? You're attacking the same one? Okay. Plus 13 plus. Yeah, sure. Alright. Say your 3 attacks? Alright. With your total 60 damage, you do manage to fell one of them. Okay. This one's gonna move diagonally to get a straight attack on you. And it's gonna use another draining swipe. 26. Yep. 4. You lose 4 more strength. What are you at, by the way? 6. No, it is not. This one lost its advantage because you killed its diagonal. Hmm. All right. It's actually gonna run to the side. Bink. 11 does not hit you. All right. This one also gets a straight roll. 26. Okay. Obviously, no necrotic damage. You lose one more strength. You are down to 3. You can feel your body giving out around you. And it's going to move to the side. Oh, I mean, down to 5. Sorry. My bad. My bad, homie. 13 does not hit you. Jackal, it is your turn. All you get is hisses in reply from inhuman mouths. Are you popping off more fireballs? All right, time to do math. Okay. Roll for damage. How so? Oh, you bitch! I trusted you! Hmm. Let me add all that up. Alright. And to be fair, I am gonna take 20% of that damage away since you had 20 more dice, which is not one-to-one math. And I'm not gonna sit here and do one-to-one math. Alright. Minus. Alright. And then we start taking out the 5 by 2. Oh man. Oh man, you're not actually doing too much to these guys. Because in case you haven't realized, they're fire resistant just like you. Yeah. With the second one failing all of its saves, at most damage, it's only taking 37. And every other one of them had at least one passed save. I'm going to say, since this one was the second one and failed all of his saves, let me quick do math. Yeah, you take this one out, and you can. You want to make me a perception check real quick? Ugh. All right. With your 21, which is an easy eye, uh, you obviously know the one behind you has fallen dead. Its living stripes have peeled off your shadow, and you feel a little less restricted. The one above it, the one that's gaping open like a fucking hatch, is not looking too well either. You can see that the eyes in its head have melted out from the heat. Its skin is charred. The tips of its bones look brittle as they're about to snap from its gaping jaw. The one below you that had maggots protruding from it, all of the maggots that were eating at it have been burned away. Some of its legs are charred and near dust. But the one before you that you first tried to feed some meat, it's still looking pretty well, and it's looking like you're its next meal. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Gotta hand to you, your evasion has been saving your life. Also, hi, Jelly. Why don't you try to find out? Okay. You find that that is your absolute limit. You cannot move any farther away from that point. And let me give you a visual aid. Oh, that's not right. Whoopsie daisy. Don't mind me. I'm being absolute goober. Measure tool. All right. Un momento. Why did it disappear? Linger. All right. This is roughly the shape. All right. Let me delete that. All right. As you try to run away, one, you're going to trigger opportunity attacks from literally all of them. So give me a second. Why is that? Go ahead. You post that up, I'll read it over, and I'll tell you if it works or not. Well, while you're doing that, I'll describe to you what's going on. When you go to run away, you can feel your shadow beneath your feet uh, gaunt and taut. It is at its absolute limit. It is stretched thin. All right. From tree, shadow elemental. Dim light or darkness do not provoke an opportunity attack while you move out of enemy's reach. Oh, honey. They have their hooks in you. So, I'm gonna say that this doesn't work for you because they are attached to you. Your strength is literally being sapped away from them. This parasite is whittling you down. Your powers aren't working much. These things are predators here in the Shadow Realm. You may not be taking necrotic damage, but you are helpless to them. Now, because of your evasion, you're still going to get advantage. Or I'll still have disadvantage. So you still have a good shot to get away from these. That's number one. Number two does not hit. Number three hits. 6. Eco, Jackal, your strength score drops by 6, putting you in the negative. No, you were at 6. I dropped you to 5. And you took another 6. Eco, as you go to run away from these things, and some of them lash out against you, your body doesn't take any physical damage, as you are immune to their attacks. But you weaken, you slow, you collapse. You fall to the ground, your muscles atrophied, your sword just out of reach, and you can hear the clopping of distorted, wet hooves making their way towards you. Is there anything else you'd like to do? With your, 30 passive perception? Is that correct? Close enough. No, your passive perception's 32. With your 32 passive perception, Jackal, you don't need your eyes to tell you that they are around you. Your body no longer working and functioning as you intend, but you are still well aware of your fate. They close in on you. And as they let out a call to any other creatures in the woods, you hear them. You hear screeches echo back at you, similar to the ones that you heard a week ago in the woods when you first entered the Shadow Realm. Do you have any last prayers? They each start taking turns lashing their claws into your body. You can feel your mind begin to break from the psychic energy. And despite your body no longer working, your senses are still sharp. Despite the splitting of your mind and all the personalities within you screaming out, you hear a flapping in the sky, a deep rumble. Something is coming. Moments go by as more and more claws dig into you. And as you believe it is just over, you can hear the beats of something flapping louder and louder before the ground thuds in front of you and a dragon comes out of the sky. How come? Hello. Do you see that token? Right in front of you. One moment, please. Refresh your page? That seemed to have brought it in. That is not a baby. Give me 1 second. I'll drop what it looks like in the image ref. Jackal, if you'd like to turn your attention to either the no mic chat or the image ref, this is the behemoth that lands in front of you. You see a large dragon with covered in fur and scales, but its wings are of galaxies, just as Verdania's are, just as Peterith's is. You hear a guttural roar before he spins, the spikes on his tail slamming into the living stripes above you, and they go flying away. So hard that their own stripes that are dug into your shadow are yanked out. It feels excruciating as your shadow snaps back to your form, and you are physically free, but you are still unable to move. This dragon lets out a breath attack as you begin to fade, your body barely able to handle being awake anymore. You hear the screeching of these monsters as their flesh is melting away, and you lose consciousness as the large footsteps approach you. And that is where we'll end. Do you have any last words before I turn off the recording? Bye bye.